Anchored outside of La Playita Marina in Panama City, we're putting in long days to get Wanderlust ready to cross the Pacific Ocean. A project that should have taken a few hours turned into days because of one small mistake. Hopefully, you'll learn something from it. We certainly have. Fernando and Ray are inspecting the Screecher attachments and swapping out the chafed sheets for shiny new line. Once completed, they worked to hoist the sail back into position, but encountered a bit of an issue.
Okay, hold that. Okay, we gotta get this up.
The halyard was twisting so much it prevented us from fully hoisting the sail, so Fabio went up the mast to try and untwist it from up top.
So the Screecher halyard is all twisted like most of our lines.
Yeah. Another one.
So we're gonna take it out and untwist it. Untwist again. So this block doesn't turn. It's kind of like I tried to unscrew the set screw, but it doesn't turn. So we're gonna change it with a new one.
A new block, right?
New block.
Yeah,
I mean, it's not new. New old. Recycled.
Different.
We attached a leader line to the Screecher halyard so we could remove the twisted line and try to straighten it out.
See it yet?
Yep.
Yeah, it's kind of... You also do like this in Screecher.
Oh, yeah.
You know, go like this and rest in the car. Go ahead. Oh my God! It's a common.
Just cut an artery. Oh, I just cut the dickens out of myself.
Yeah, so we have to kind of take the out of here, right?
Yeah. It's all. You get a little, but I go by the feel. My feel is sort of deceptive.
So now we're pulling the leader line back out and running the halyard back through the mast.
Unfortunately, the halyard was still twisting quite a bit. We sent Ray up the mast this time to try and manually untwist the halyard enough to properly raise the sail.
It's already all twisted.
It's all twisted already.
It's great.
Unfortunately, it was just locked up, so we had to come up with another plan.
Oh man, you're an angel. You're an angel.
The chief spirit officer.
Woo!
What service?
Go Cards!
Each evening, more boats came into the anchorage after transiting the canal. It was pretty cool to be here, part of this community of people prepping for an adventure we'd all been looking forward to. Good morning, everyone. We just woke up from our second night on anchor. Yesterday was definitely a bit of a frustrating day. We didn't get much accomplished even though we tried. But sometimes, things are like that. So it's been going kind of every other day where we've got, a lot of successes one day and then a lot of kind of struggle the next. So I think today will be a good day. We'll get the Screecher halyard worked out. The guys are planning to take it into shore and stretch it out on the dock, maybe run it through the water with the dinghy, and then hopefully we'll be able to get all of that twist out of the line, because right now we're just not able to get it up. And we hired a weather router, John White, I believe is his name. He's based out of New Zealand, and so we've been in contact with him to see when we could possibly leave, because after we knock out these last few jobs we have, we'll be ready to go. And John has said really everybody's been talking about it. There's no wind right now. Apparently there's some kind of front off the coast of Ecuador, which is causing this lack of wind in the area, but that hopefully will be have moved south in the next week or so, and then conditions will return to normal and we will be able to head out. So just really looking forward to that. I think though a big move was getting off the dock. It really just made everybody feel like we're, that much closer to departing. So we're excited, just keeping focused though and trying to knock out these projects.
Awesome.
The guys removed the halyard once again and brought it to shore to stretch it out on the dock. They didn't film it, so here's some footage of Yoda watching the birds in the anchorage.
I was influenced by the direction.
We'll be working all day to change the halyard for the Screecher. It was all twisted, and every time we tried to send it up, it was getting all knotted up. So we washed it, we stretched it up, and now we're putting it back.
Fingers crossed.
Finger crossed.
All right, so partial victory.
Partial victory. Twisty lines, but we're able to bring it up. There's a couple of twists up there, but not terrible.
Yeah, I'd say good enough for now.
Good enough for now.
Panama is where cruisers' dreams begin or come to die. We're about to face off with the immense power of the Pacific Ocean and undertake the longest voyage on Earth. Here is where the doubts begin. A nagging uneasiness fueled by fears of drowning in the ocean of our own incompetence. Imposter syndrome is a very real hurdle. In anxiety-driven moments like these, it's invaluable to have a resource to help you face those demons and drive them back from where they came so you can continue chasing your dream. A huge thank you to BetterHelp for sponsoring this video. BetterHelp is the world's largest therapy service, and it's 100% online. With BetterHelp, you can tap into a network of over 30,000 licensed and experienced therapists who can help you with a wide range of issues. To get started, you just answer a few questions about your needs and preferences in therapy. That way, BetterHelp can match you with the right therapist from their network. Then you can talk to your therapist however and whenever you feel comfortable, whether it's via text, chat, phone, or video call, which is perfect for the cruising lifestyle. Visit betterhelp.com/harborsunknown to get 10% off your first month. The link is in the description below. Now, back to the video.
What's going on this morning?
Changed the main halyard. It's got a little exposed core at the top, and for this long passage I want to put a new one. So
Okay.
we picked this new line from New England Ropes. Hopefully it'll do the trick.
All right. Yeah, it was funny when we talked to the guys at New England Rope at the boat show. It was like, you need a degrade. There's so many different.
Yeah, it's tough to pick the right one. This is the most expensive one, so.
We got Fernando here who's giving us a hand.
So
You got to be careful when you say yank for me. I'll yank, all right.
Yeah, a gentle yank.
A gentle yank.
Okay.
We've tied a leader line to the main halyard, and Fernando is pulling the halyard while Fabio holds the spool of the leader. Exactly what we didn't want to happen actually happened. The main halyard, it just fell through and just so quickly took the leader with it into the boat, and we're not quite sure where. So now the guys are going under the boat to take out the inspection panels on the nacelle to begin the retrieval process. So what was like an hour job is probably turned into a multi-day job. Oh well.
I'm gonna take a minute to explain to you how the boat is set up, because it's not that clear otherwise. You can see a section of the boat, cross section, and you see that this is the mast, this is the boom, of course this is the hull, and you can see that underneath there is a conduit, which we call nacelle, where these lines go through. So the main halyard is attached on top of the mast, comes down to a block, goes back into the mast, goes around the pulley system, back aft where there's another pulley system, and then up to the main winch. When replacing the lines, we attach it here and we pull it down. Underneath the boat, one up front and one actually here aft, there are doors the way you can access these pulley systems. The pulley system can also be accessed from inside the boat, next to the engine compartment. There's an access door so you can go from above and from below.
With the inspection panel removed, we hoisted Fabio up the mast to drop a weighted line to the bottom of the mast.
So I'm here up the mast again today because we dropped the halyard inside the mast. It was an act of stupidity on my part, and today I'm trying to fix it. It's not gonna be easy.
Are taking the dinghy around to see what they can find underneath the boat, and Yoda decided she's gonna help. Where are you going, Yodi? Careful your head.
Oh, there's one for the Facebook.
While the men are stuck under the boat, we're gonna see if we can retrieve the line in this sneaky little spot there.
Joan spied the line inside the mast, right through that hole. Yep.
Kristin, can you grab that line a little bit or not?
So Joan's devised a hook and she's fishing for it.
Yeah, I see it.
See it?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Joan for the win! She got the line!
I actually, I was just thinking, I gotta yank that wire out of there, and this darn little red string was stuck to it.
Unbelievable.
Bingo.
Joan and Kristin, can you wiggle it, pull it up a little bit and down, see if it goes into the hole?
Try and get it to drop in there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you said, just kind of dancing around.
Well, I'll wait until I feel which one's up and which one is down. There's quite a bit coming out.
Yeah.
Sitting
Okay, I hear it now, I think.
One of those magic tricks where it keeps coming out of my
scarves.
ears. Yeah, no resistance yet. Oh.
Wow.
Wow.
All right.
Now I guess you just have to dance it around until it falls into a hole or something.
Yeah.
The guys decided to use a kayak which fits better under the boat to take another look.
Joan's moving the little piece around in the mast so the guys can hear it down below and see if they can pull it out.
Can you let the line down a little more?
The yellow line?
No, the red line. Drop it and let it coil down a little bit.
Put 2 feet of spare in. Oh my goodness, so?
It went.
Amazing, it finally went through.
He was pulling and then it was like the penny dropped
Yep.
through the hole.
So now Fabio's gonna use the 3rd reef line.
The 3rd reef obviously is attached here at the boom, goes right up front of the boom and runs down through some holes here in the deck into the nacelle. From the nacelle it runs all the way back in the same pulley system of the main halyard and comes up to the main winch. The 3rd reef is very long, so we had redundancy. We pulled it all the way back and then we attached a leader at this point here in the 3rd reef and pull it back, the 3rd reef with the leader together.
So, opening up this clutch. Okay, it's free. Because it is a skinny one.
We got it raffled up.
Let's make sure this one doesn't go down. That's it. It got real hard. Oh, I got the red line. Woo! Awesome. This is the red line here that we were trying to get through.
Fabio then tied the Flemish splice end of the halyard to the leader, and we pulled that up to the top of the mast, back down through the nacelle to the jammers at the stern of the boat.
All right, what'd you see?
Almost there. It just caught at the base of the mast into a pulley.
Yeah.
I just have to work it tomorrow, but right now the wave is crazy, so I'm getting banged up and down.
Yeah. And you hit your
I
head.
hit my head.
Yep.
Here's the pulley system at the stern of the boat.
Is it free? Yeah. Okay. No, try now. Okay, now it's free. Okay. Okay.
It was time for Fabio to go up the mast for hopefully the final push to finish this project.
Good! And so this is why I'm changing this line. I mean, the core is still perfectly fine. It's just that the cover is coming off, exposing the core to sunlight. And I'm gonna have to refix this. Still a perfectly good line. I just don't want to take the chance while crossing the Pacific. Up! To remove the splice end of the halyard, we have to remove this bolt. It's a true bolt that holds both the splice end of the halyard as well as the block that holds the topping lift. The topping lift comes up and goes around this block and goes back inside the mast. I'm actually attached to the topping lift, so I'm pulling pressure down. It was very hard to remove this through bolt, but I was able to bang it out until about the middle of it, keeping the block in place, and then removing the splice end and dropping it down. Then I replaced the new splice end of the halyard and I pushed the through bolt back inside.
Finally, we had swapped out the old main halyard for a new one. Hopefully, you learned something from our mistakes, like tie a long enough leader to the line so it doesn't fall inside the mast.
Today is Sunday, March 21st. We had wanted to have the boat ready by March 8th, and there was no wind then anyways. There's been really no wind this entire period, but also the boat wasn't ready. So now we have finished pretty much everything that we need to do in order to go, which is fantastic. And it looks like the wind, actually we can tell the wind is picking up because I went to record up front and there's too much wind. So the wind has picked up, and I've heard some people are leaving tomorrow, Tuesday. We are waiting for our last crew member to come back so then we can go and check out and leave on Wednesday. We are all super ready to get going. Honestly, Fabio and I are just exhausted. It's been like an ultra marathon these past couple of months getting the boat ready, and we're ready to begin the adventure, have some peace and tranquility at sea, hopefully catch some fish and really just soak up the moment.
The next project was to replace the first and second reef lines because they both had good-sized chafes.
I have to take it out sometime, so.
You'll have to keep me on board.
We hoisted the mainsail, the guys untied the existing reef line, and sewed the new line to it so it could be pulled through.
Okay.
I got a lot of line here already, so we're getting close. Here we go. She's through.
Once the first reef was replaced, we moved on to the second reef line and used the same method.
Okay.
Without my love for the ocean, I would be long gone by now. It's some kind of devotion that brings me down.
The reefing line goes through the boom up to a low friction ring on the luff of the mainsail and down into the nacelle terminating at the main winch.
There's a little twist on this low friction ring, so I'm gonna turn it around. Fernando! Great, now we're gonna twist it. So it's, yep, perfect, like that. And now we're gonna tie it again. Let me hold it for you. So you have to, yeah, go around. Yeah. Great. So now it's like in the right direction.
Yeah, that's perfect.
The number of birds fishing in the anchorage was incredible. It was awesome to see so much life in the bay. With all of the projects completed and confirmation our weather window had arrived, we made final preparations to set sail across the Pacific Ocean, headed for the Southern Cross and the Marquesas in French Polynesia.